Alright, well, let's try that for the second time. First time my computer decided that it never wanted to stream. And now we are back for the first race of Vgtr Season 7 on Barcelona. One of the more less liked tracks, I'd like to say. Definitely not one that is seen at many events. Yeah, that's the word that I was looking for. Many events. Currently the track is greasy. At least it looks to be greasy. If we have a look here, yes, it is indeed greasy, and well, the times are definitely different. Peter Creamer's right now in second place. A warm welcome to one of our original drivers in the Vgtr league. We can have a look at... Oh, is that Patrick Stye? He's back on the grid as well since Season 7. Also a very warm welcome back to him. And a lot of new faces on the grid this season. Ben Langford being one of them, a driver for Wild Things Racing. An absolute madman driving in third-person camera right now. And, well, currently holds the fastest lap of the qualifying session of 1:49.1, and we only wait to see how this improves. Abe Santama, our two-time Vgtr season champion, only able to grab second place, a whole 9/10 behind Ben Langford. And Luke Mason actually takes P2 away from Abe Santama with a 1:49.4, showing off what he has to offer with his return back to Vgtr. A lot of old faces returning to our league, which is very nice to see, very heartwarming at best. Luke Mason this season driving the Mercedes-Benz, the kind of improved car this time out. What else can I say? Last time we were at Barcelona in Season 5, and we didn't see any rain. We didn't see any temperature change or anything like that. And there was the fastest time in the Pro Split of a 1:43.5, also set by Abe Santama, and the fastest time in the AMs, which is the red numbers you see on your screen, set by Samil Dunn, which he did a 1:46.7, I think, as far as I remember. So we only wait and see if the track conditions improve, which it looks like they are, since Ben Langford just got his time beaten by Mikito Rakola by over 3/10. So yeah, it looks like the track is definitely starting to heat up a bit and starting to improve on the conditions. As you can see, Mohammed Irfan also set a very good lap time, was in front of Abe Santama, but Abe Santama able to set a much better lap time of a 1:49.1. Ben Langford currently going purple. That is by over a second he's going purple. Here is Ganahadi Hutama. We saw him in Season 6 as well. Mohammed Irfan, one of our Vgtr drivers, also representing Team Techno. Patrick Slowick able to put himself in P2 with a 1:48.7. Well, I'm not really too sure who's going to be at the top today. He's driving the BMW this season. Limpar Berltold, not able to set a valid lap time yet. Gibson to Pro confirmed. Well, let's have a look. Where is he right now? John Gibson, 13th out of 38. That is very quick. Wow, actually, that is really quick. Look at that. He is currently third place in the AM qualifying. Ben Langford able to go a 1:47.4, 3/10 ahead of Mohammed Irfan, who set a 1:47.7. And that is putting everybody who set an earlier time way down the order, like Abe Santama and Luke Mason and Peter Kremers as well. But Peter Kremers having a very good time so far in in the Ferrari. Definitely a good change for him. And by the way, I need to turn my microphone down. It looks like it's going in the red. I don't know. You guys need to tell me if it is too loud. Because obviously I can't hear myself back. But I can only hear myself rambling. And look at that! Ben Langford was going 5/10ths quicker. Having a Ferrari braking a bit too early for his liking in front of him. And now... yeah, well, that time is screwed for both of them. Vgtr livery equals 2 seconds quicker. You know what? I've never heard a much truer sentence from you, Camille, than that. Nobody else so far going quicker except Peter Kremes. He's currently 1.1 seconds quicker on this lap. I think this will put him in about third or fourth place if he's able to carry the speed and continue his improvement. So is Abe Santama. He's going 1.2 seconds quicker already in the first sector. So we wait and see if he's going to finish that lap. Ganahari Hutama, 17th place, 151.1. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go, Peter. I am excited for what he's able to do in the new car that he has chosen. Getting a very nice tow from the McLaren. And what is it going to be? It's going to be 4th place with a 148.4. Very good lap time by Peter Kremes. And a very warm welcome to him as well. Abe Santama, 2 seconds quicker as it stands, going into the final chicane. 2.5 seconds quicker. Our lead VGTR driver, VGTR esports driver, is he going to be able to take the top step from Ben Langford? And yes, he is. 146.5, nearly a whole second quicker than Ben Langford. Now, I'm not sure what Ben Langford has got in store for us. 7 minutes to go. Maybe he's waiting for that golden opportunity where the track turns more optimum, more fast, as it still is greasy. Very hot though. Hot and greasy. I don't think that's a good combination. As Mikito Racola puts himself in 2nd place, right behind Abe Santama, just by about 4/10ths. And I don't think anyone can predict who's going to be on pole position in this race, or this qualifying so far. It has been all over the place. Abe Santama going 3/10ths quicker. Miko Racola also going a second quicker. Mohamed Irfan going 4/10ths quicker. What's up, Artemi? Oh, hey Lloyd. Great to see you watching the race. Unlucky that you can't join us this season, but, well, at least you'll be able to witness this absolute chaos that's going to be happening on the track. Matas is going for pole. Yeah, well, I sure he is. I sure hope he is. I sure he is? That's a good addition to the dictionary. I sure. And, ooh, you predict Abe is going to be on the top step. Well, you know what? That's a fair prediction. I'm not even gonna try and say it isn't. Abe Santama still getting the higher times, or the faster times, lower times. Yes, 145.777. Lucky number, by the way, 777. And he's still going quicker. The times definitely getting quicker on the track right now, as it is starting to dry up. Ben Langford just making his way through his outlap. And Mohamed Irfan, 145.2, 5/10ths quicker than Abe Santama. Abe Santama, is he going 5/10ths quicker? Yes, he is. 6/10ths quicker. Felix having a good running. Yes, he is, actually. So is Josh Buckwater, 7th and 9th, respectfully. Absolutely go ORC. Irfan going purple. well, yes, that was a good lap by him. Though I think it might be spoiled by what Abe Santama has in store for us. Look at that, 7/10 quicker still, and he might be getting held up by the Mercedes. Ooh, I'm not sure if that's gonna help him or not. Going into the final corners, ooh, that Mercedes is definitely slowing him down as he's not going purple anymore, and his chances of getting the top step right now fading away as he's actually getting beaten by Patrick Slowick, Valentin Rusu, and Mohamed Irfan, who's going purple this lap as well. Abe Santama definitely not going to be happy with that. Oh yeah, thank you. The VGTR livery definitely looking very fresh this season. Very thankful to the creator of, that is Camacho. Anthony Camacho, who's currently sitting in... I can't see his name. Where is Anthony Camacho? 21st right now he is. Still doing pretty good for his times. Miko Rakola, on the other hand, 1.8 seconds quicker on his lap, and he is going to be putting it in first place with 145.0. And it is starting to get to the dry times. It is definitely starting to get to the dry times. This might actually be the best quality of the whole of VGTR. It's definitely the most chaotic quali, as everybody is hitting the top steps, and there is definitely no definite person who's going to be at the top. But Ben Langford, 6/10 quicker currently than everybody. Than P2, sorry. He's currently 6/10 quicker than P2 of Luke Mason, who had pole position for about 2/10 until Ben Langford, in that wonderful Aston Martin of his, put it in pole position. Well done to him. But is Abe Santama going to be able to make it to the line and improve? Because Ben Langford is going 4/10 quicker. There is Abe Santama. He might only have one more lap maximum. If he's able to do it quick enough, he might have 2 laps, but that is very, very unlikely. But you know, we know how unlikely things can be when you're in VGTR. The unlikeliness of rain can sometimes spark absolute thunderstorms and floods. So maybe Abe will be able to do 2 laps. Who knows? Monza wet quali last season. Was it last season when we did wet quali in Monza? Oh yes. Maybe it wasn't last season, but I definitely think I remember wet qualifying on Monza. That was fun. That was really fun. 143 can happen. Well, definitely from somebody like Ben Langford, who's coming across the line in just a bit. And is it going to be a 143, or is it just... it's just going to be scraping the 144.1. But he is going to go for another lap. No, he isn't. 144.1 is what Ben Langford thinks can, well, let him stay on the top step. Is Abe Santama gonna disprove that theory and possibly get to the top step with a 143? We don't know, but we will definitely be checking back on him in sooner. Kanahari Hutama, 10th place, which is 2nd place for the AMs, which isn't 2nd place anymore, as everybody is going quick. And oh my god, Kanahari Hutama nearly getting taken out by that flying Ferrari. Abe Santama going purple, not purple anymore, purple. I think Ben Langford might be in trouble here, as Abe Santama 2 seconds quicker, which is, well, you might guess that is going to be a 143 if your math is correct. A 143.7 to be exact. Oh, Abe Santama never fails to shine in these races. As, well, the conditions of the track definitely getting better and better. As you can see, it is a fast track now. And did Abe Santoma cross the line in time in order to do another time? Yes, he did. So not only will he possibly get pole position if nobody else improves, but he can also absolutely dominate if he improves on this lap. Yeah, you did tell us, yeah. I mean, it is a very valid prediction to say Abe Santoma pole position, so, well, you know what? You got it right. Maybe I was doubtful. Anthony Camacho, 17th place. That is the best he could do so far. It is 18th place now, as some people are improving. And is anybody at the top going to be trying to beat Abe Santoma? It doesn't look like it. And neither is Abe Santoma going to be beating himself. Valentin Russo is the only person who could beat him right now if he improves by, I don't know, 7/10 in the final couple of corners. I'm sure that's not likely, but you know what? We can only hope. Could have done better. GW Media, well, I think a lot of the people could have done better in this qualifying session. It was very, very chaotic, is all I can say, and you did well. I'm surprised Irfan didn't get into the 144s. Yeah, me too, but I mean, that's what you get when you don't drive the Vgtr livery. I'm only kidding. And there is your grid so far. Abe Santoma, 3/10 quicker of everybody on the grid. That is, well, that is Abe Santoma style, isn't it? You can probably bet £100 that he's gonna get pole position, and you'll always get that £100 back, unless he crashes. Which, yeah, not good. Oh, there you can see the splits to the fastest driver. Our last position, which is Harry Clayton, only 10 seconds behind Abe Santoma, probably was not able to set a valid time in the dry, which is very unlucky for Harry Clayton. Where is Camille Taha? He's currently 33rd, which I also yeah, okay. 33rd is not the best that Camille Taha could do, especially as he is now the last pro driver on the grid. Well, we'll see what he's able to do, as he's saying that he's doing a last to first, which isn't ethically accepted here, but you know, we like to keep it under the rug. Well, the top three: Abe Santoma, Ben Langford, and actually we can do our very nice long track walk. Sadly, I don't have the Martin Brundle charisma or his cameraman in order to go down the field and talk to celebrities. Well, we could definitely try something like that. Well, we could definitely start off with our pole position sitter, Abe Santoma, 3/10 quicker than P2. He is the champion of VGTR Season 5 and 6, and he's going to be hoping to get a 3-time World Championship, but Ben Langford is going to be his main rival this season. Wild Things Racing driver in the Aston Martin, starting alongside Abe Santoma. Behind them, Valentin Russo and Mikko Rakola take second row on the grid, and then Luke Mason, a very nice comeback to the VGTR League, and so is Peter Kremers, a very good comeback to him as well. Patrick Slowick alongside Josh Buckwater, then Mohamed Bintang and Ganahari Hutama, Marcin Domanski, Felix Palant, Pascal Jordan, Rogerio Santos also coming back from Season 6, Mikhail Malejic and Benjamin Koo. Anthony Camacho, Ethan Reed, Limpar Beltord, Batuhan Emir Sarag. I'm sorry if I absolutely butchered your name there. Patrick Starr starting alongside Andrei Karitonov. Then Benjamin Bedulf at the BW Media, who thought that he could do much better this qualifying, but starting 23rd, still very good and could definitely make up a lot more places. Then John Gibson, another VGTR eSport driver, starting alongside Philip Subay. Is it Samil Dunn, starting alongside Bruno Schnell, another beautiful drivers that just get told to show the liveries. Yeah, well, okay, we'll show the liveries, I'm sorry. It's kind of hard to show the liveries on such a massive track walk. Then it's Adam Henry, starting alongside Rafif Prahayasta, Alexandros Koyrokid, then Lucas Van Dam, Miguel Astizaran, Camille Taha, Leon Ken, Dene Smith, Elias Vedrum, and Harry Clayton to finish off the grid. Oof, that's a long grid. A very long grid. Is there somebody is in the pits? Or left? Because it looks like there's a missing place there, as I can kind of point out. Yeah, there it is. You can see there's one missing spot there. Whoever was started next to Luke Mason, I'm not sure where they went, but doesn't really matter. Oops. As I open up a random thing. Where's Irfan? Oh yeah. It is Irfan. God damn, you got a good eye on this. Maybe you should be my co-commentator, because I don't have any eyes, it looks like. I didn't notice that Mohammed Irfan was not on the grid, and yeah, indeed, Mohammed Irfan disappearing, it looks like, out of thin air. Can you lower the sound a bit when it goes? Oh, because it's so loud when it goes on onboard camera. Alright, I'll lower down my sound. Thank you very much for telling me, because, you know, I listen back to some of these streams as well. I saw Irfan in last on the grid. Wait, what? Gotta be joking. Oh my god, you're right. What? Mohammed Irfan started last. Well, this is gonna be a fun start for him. Gonna hop off the stream, enjoy it. Well, you enjoy it too, and hope you don't crash, as it looks like it's gonna be a very nice and sunny start to the race. And hopefully it doesn't stay sunny, which it does. Okay, well, doesn't really matter. So maybe we can have a look at what anybody's saying. Let's see how many people are going to do a single stint. We're supposed to pit for fuel. Nope. It is a non-stop 45-minute race, which is going to see probably the most amount of racing we have ever seen in the VGTR league. I hope that is going to be the case. Now, he must have had a disconnect. Yeah. Very weird though that it didn't keep his lap time. I was really hoping it would keep his lap time, but oh well. I guess it's gonna be much more fun for Mohammed Irfan getting through the grid. But if you do have any predictions, please do let me know, as we'll keep them in mind, and probably will drop a couple of predictions myself. I think Ben Langford and Abe Santama are going to have one of the best fights for P1 until one of them makes a mistake. I'm not going to predict who makes the mistake, because it's really chaotic on this track, but one of them will make a mistake and will drop down to just like third place or something. But they will definitely have a really good battle for P1. Or not. But I hope they do. That's my prediction. Mason will be on podium. Ooh, that's a good prediction. That is a very good prediction. Because I definitely know Luke Mason can start pretty far back. Which he's not starting that far back. But I can definitely start further back from the podium positions and still finish second, third, even first sometimes. It's a non-stop race. Well, yeah, it's a... You can stop if you want, but you don't have to. That's what I meant. It's a non-stop race for the ones who don't want to stop. As our drivers line up on the grid. As last race on Barcelona was chaotic for top guys. I think it was indeed, yeah. Very chaotic. Now, who should we start with? Should we start with Peter Kremers? Let's start with Peter Kremers and Luke Mason, as probably they will be witnessing the start of the top guys. But I also just don't want to see everybody crash. It's just not really my thing. As, well, they're coming onto the straight finish line. And the lights go green for the first race of the season. And Luke Mason getting, nearly getting, sandwiching Patrick Slowick in the midst of things. And T1 is going to be very crucial for all of these drivers. Look at them all flowing in. There's a couple of contacts here and there. But it looks like everybody's actually gone through very, very nicely. Except a couple of people going off there. I think I saw John Gibson and maybe Camille Daha going off the track. Abe Santama and Valentin Rusu coming together. And look at that, Ben Langford just trying to hang on to second place as Valentin Rusu is just pushing him on. Somebody in the background over there going off the track. And is there a massive pile-up? No, it doesn't really look like. There's not a massive gap anymore. Except for one driver. Who's that one driver? I hope it's not John Gibson. Who got tangled up the most? Let's have a look as my thing is failing. Just scroll down fast enough. It was Leon Ken. I think they started from the pits because I did not see them close enough at the start. Right, Luke Mason already up into 4th place, and he's going to be fighting Valentin Rusu for 3rd place. Same as Valentin Rusu's fighting Ben Langford for 2nd place right now. Ben Langford falling back from Abe Santama already. As they just start to finish off their first lap of this race. Look at that, it is still very close between the top 5. Peter Krem is just starting to fall back a bit, so is Josh Buckwater in that sense as well. Luke Mason all the way, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, Josh Buckwater actually did jump to P5 from P7, I think. Felix Paland, on the other hand, did drop down from 9th to 13th, I think. I might be completely wrong. No, he dropped down 1 place, whereas Josh Buckwater went up 3 places, so still a very good start for the ORC boys. Luke Mason falling back a bit from the top 3. As Camille Taha is just making up a ton of positions at the back. Valentin Rusu. And oh, hold on, wait, did we miss? What happened there? Abe Santama, he's in 2nd place behind Ben Langford. I think I was reading the chat. And now Abe Santama is under big pressure from Valentin Rusu in 3rd place, which might see Abe Santama drop down to 3rd place for the first time in probably VGTI history. Let's have a look down into the hairpin. He's forced to go round the outside. Abe Santama, is he going to have a good exit here? No, Valentin Rusu's having a better exit than Abe Santama as they come through the final couple of corners. Very hard to keep the cars straight here and not spinning. Now into the chicane they go. This is a very hard section for the Porsches. You have to ride these massive curbs, and the Aston just able to do it way better. Abe Santama falling back from Ben Langford. Already 1.1 seconds the gap. And Valentin Rusu going to have the top speed potential here. Elias is going to win. Well, we'll see about that as Valentin Rusu is going to be going down the inside into the first corner. And he's got him fair and square into the first corner. But Abe Santama might be coming back at him into the fourth corner around the outside. Is it going to be possible to even do that in the Porsche as he's got more aerodynamic options here? Into the next corner, he might be looking down the inside. He's way too far back. And I think that might be over for Abe Santama as yes, the Aston top speed is absolutely ridiculous on this track. Elias, I think. Where is Elias right now? Elias right now is in 30 seconds. So, you know what? If we want to see Elias win, that'll be a pretty big recovery drive. I don't know where they started. So they might have started pretty high up. No, they started 36th. Might have been a horrible qualifying, but maybe we'll see them up, going up the positions. As Patrick Starr, Ethan Reed and Izzet Samil Dunn all fighting for 18th place. Izzet Samil Dunn driving for Vgtr Esports, hoping to see them going up some places. There's Anthony Camacho behind him as well. Hopefully there's not going to be in team orders between the two Vgtr drivers. Look at them. Sporting the Vgtr livery. How cool is that? But Ethan Reed holding these two BMWs behind him as they go into the final sector and to the final chicanes. As I said before, the Porsche not being able to handle these curves way too well. And, oh, in the background, look at that. There's 4 Vgtr drivers. This is Samil Dunn, Anthony Camacho, Mohamed Irfan, and Kamil Taha. Beautiful. No, we don't have teams, but, you know, Vgtr Esport has our team. And, well, they're participating in the league. Obviously, there's not going to be any team orders as we see it coming. Mohamed Irfan overtaking Anthony Camacho for 21st. Anthony Camacho might be having a bit of a tussle with Kamil Taha for 22nd, 23rd. Irfan up to 23rd, while he's now up to 21st. Going to be fighting Izzet Samil Dunn for 20th place. As Mohamed Irfan actually going off the track. And losing a ton of positions. Down into 25th. Now might be the commentator's curse, to be fair. There's Patrick Slowick in 10th place, fighting Ganahari Hutama, who's in the AM split. Down the inside goes Patrick Slowick, and I think there's nothing he can do. That's straight line speed. Wow. Absolutely dominating the Audi, and now Pascal Jordan might be able to overtake Ganahari Hutama into the next couple of corners as well. Josh Buckwater and Luke Mason also getting very close to the back of each other. Santos and Palin battling. Yes, indeed they are. So is Palin and Marcin Domanski. As Josh Buckwater now falling a bit behind Luke Mason as the race starts to calm down a little bit at the top, but Pascal Jordan and Marcin Domanski and Rogerio Santos all fighting for 11th place. Marcin Domanski actually fighting a bit too close to the back of Pascal Jordan, as Felix Palin is just trying to get through as the only pro driver in this battle. He might be getting him down the inside here. Side by side, they go into the next corner. Oh, Marcin Domanski just absolutely squeezing Felix Palin. Oh. And now round the outside, Felix Palin, wow, able to spot the gap and wow, absolutely go for it round the outside. Beautiful stuff by the ORC driver. And now Rogerio Santos might be going down the inside of Marcin Domanski into the next corner. Yes, he does. Might Emir Sarak following him around the outside as well. Wow, Marcin Domanski losing a lot of places in this lap alone. he's going to be defending the inside line as he's just... Well, he tried to squeeze Emir Sarak, and now Emir Sarak going down the inside into the 90. Oh, that was unnecessary. That was very unnecessary by the BMW driver. As you can see, the 3 VGTR Esport drivers over there. Definitely benefiting from that. Definitely benefiting from that. As you can see, Patrick Starr might be getting overwhelmed by the amount of VGTR Esport drivers behind him. This is becoming a bit comical. They're all behind each other. Who's in first? It's currently Ben Langford for Wild Things Racing, 2 seconds ahead of Valentin Rusu. Well, what's more beautiful? 3 VGTR drivers behind each other, 2 driving in the same car, 1 in the Porsche and 1 in the Honda, but not rocking the VGTR livery SMH. Peter Kremers now getting close to the back of Mohammed Bintag and Patrick Slowick respectively. Kamil Tahar overtaking Patrick Starr, now closing the gap to Marcin Tomansky, who hasn't had the best race start so far. Livery looks really awesome. Well, it absolutely does, and hopefully Anthony Camacho will get some good luck from that and from those kind words. A lot of things going on. My voice might not be liking it too much. It's Kamil Taha. There he is. Now going to be going down the inside of Marcin Tomansky. Marcin Tomansky not really putting up too much of a fight, knowing that he is a AM driver, and now Kamil Taha can set off to fight Limpar Beltord. And Ethan Reed is actually there, locked onto each other as well. Yeah, great job, Anthony Camacho, absolutely. And he's well, working day and night, creating as many liveries as he can. And well, I hope one day he starts selling them, because he can definitely earn a living on them. Patrick Starr also now going down the inside of Marcin Tomansky as Mohammed Irfan also tries an opportunistic move round the outside, nearly ending an absolute catastrophe, but it did not end in catastrophe. Miko Rakola getting also super close to the back of Luke Mason, which might promote Josh Buckwater into P5 if any shenanigans happen on the track. Yeah, Anthony will be grateful to hear all these words. I'll definitely let him know. As Josh Buckwater, as I said, getting very close to the back of these two as they start to fight, and maybe he's going to be able to pick up the scraps. Peter and Patrick also having a good battle indeed, but here is a 3-way battle for 4th place as well. I didn't even see, but Luke Mason nearly 10 seconds behind 3rd place of Abe Santama, which is a lot in 10 minutes, a lot. Mikolo Rakola. Is it Miko? Isn't it Miko Rakola or Mikolo Rakola? In any way, he's trying to go round the outside of Luke Mason. Way too far back, it's Miko Rakola. Top 3 in a different league. Yeah, I think somebody even suggested that we put the top 3 in a different split, but I don't really understand why you should. You know, they deserve the speed that they have achieved, as Mohammed Irfan puts himself up into 18th place ahead of Marcin Tomansky. They're now going to be trying to catch the back of Patrick Starr and Kamil Taha, as Kamil Taha is getting very close to the back of Ethan Reed and Emir Sarak. There's Miko Rakola still trying to catch the back of Luke Mason, which he's doing pretty well. Peter Kremers having some sort of issues, and now Kanahari Hutama catching onto the back of him, same as Pascal Jordan. Now Miko Racola, he's getting squeezed by Luke Mason. There was nearly contact round the outside of the 90-degree corner. It's just not enough space there. I don't even think it's a 90-degree corner. He's got him on the switchback down the inside. Wow. What a move that is. Miko Racola puts himself up into 4th place. Jesus Christ. I nearly missed that. That was a great move into that corner. Very hard to do. And now Josh Buckwater going to be able to capitalize on Luke Mason's battle. And he might be going down the inside. Luke Mason keeping himself absolutely vulnerable to an attack into turn 1. Josh Buckwater, is he going to be opportunistic? No, he won't. Maybe into the second corner, also not enough space there. And Luke Mason having a bit of a squirrely moment there, wiggling left and right. Josh Buckwater is going to be hoping that Luke Mason makes a mistake in the coming corners. As now, well, tension builds between these two drivers fighting for the top 5. And by the way, there's also a manufacturer battle as well going on. So currently it looks like Aston Martin might be leading that for the pros, but we don't know, since it's not just who gets first place. It is the collective of all the Aston Martin drivers and all the McLaren and all the Porsche drivers and everybody who's chosen their different cars will also be fighting for the top position for their respective manufacturer. Patrick Slowick getting very close to the back of Mohammed Bintag, who's currently leading the AM split in 7th place overall. Wow, it might be a bit too quick for AM split, as actually he's doing 146.0, so not even like overly too quick, just got really lucky and very consistent, which is what I always promote that AM drivers do. You know, as long as you keep it consistent, keep it nice and safe, you are going to be bound to get a good result. Mohammed Irfan getting close to the back of Patrick Starr, as I said that a couple of times ago, and he's, well, binted a couple of times as well. Anthony Camacho getting overtaken by Subel and Asti Azaran. It looks like actually Anthony Camacho is in some sort of collision with them too. Mohammed Irfan now will be hoping to go down the inside of Patrick Starr. We know that the Honda has a great straight line speed here, and there's just not enough time. He did not catch him quick enough to go down the inside, which he might be looking to go around the outside, as Ethan Reed is going very slow, letting the 2 pro drivers through, which might actually compromise Mohammed Irfan just a little bit as he continues his fight for 16th place. Patrick Slowick pretty much on the door, knocking on Mohammed Bintag's shoulder. He's knocking on his shoulder. What am I even saying anymore? Let's continue commentating and not rambling on about random stuff. Mohammed Irfan through the quick right-hander and into the hairpin. It's not really a hairpin, but it is a semi-hairpin. He's got the slipstream, and there's just not enough space there. As also Emir Sarak gets out of the way for both the drivers. Or is he getting out of the way? Sure. Can't really tell. Josh Buckwater going slow, and now Mohammed Bintag is going to be able to overtake him. What happened there? See Camille Taha's overtake here on Felix Palin. Down the inside he goes into the first corner. Yeah, he was ahead before he even got there. Up into 13th place, another Vgtr driver, putting themselves up deep positions, and Well, this might be the greatest climb that he's seen so far. He's gone up a whopping 20 places. Mohammed Irfan going up into 22 places, so not sure who's better here. And still, Patrick Slowick trying to battle with Mohammed Bintang. And are we going to see a weather change? Ooh! 30 minutes, there might be rain. Look at that. The race is 26 minutes long, but rain can come way quicker, and the track is going to be getting colder as rain starts to approach. This is what I wanted to see in the race, absolutely, as Camille Daha goes a bit off the track there. Well, I'm definitely going to be hoping that it starts raining, as actually people are starting to put on their lights as the clouds start to gather up around the track. And Taha, yes, Taha never fails to disappoint in his racing. Is it Samil Dan just now overtaken Benjamin Vidal for 21st place? A very quick and easy overtake for the pro driver. Anthony Camacho not having the best of luck. He's still down in 28th, now overtaking Lucas Van Dam. And oh, they've had a collision. Lucas Van Dam, and again there's a collision. Oh no. Terrible, terrible stuff. Yeah, it's definitely a very cute Bentley as Luke Mason down into the pits. Is there something we don't know? Why is he in the pits? Let's have a look on the replay. Is it, well, it loads for quite a time. Let's see what's gonna happen. Nope, this is what we saw. So it looks like he actually teleported to the pits. This is the replay. Very weird thing, and now I can't skip it, so we'll just be looking at 15 seconds of Luke Mason in the pits. Apologies for that. I thought there might have been some sort of crazy crash or something, but oh, he's down in the pits and he's 33rd now. Alright, well, we can now cut back to the live race. And yes, Josh was having a very good battle, and so is Mohammed Irfan with Felix Palin. He's just overtaken him. Very quick overtake, and Patrick Starr is going to be hoping to do the same thing as he does. Felix Palin, what's going on? Falling back a lot of positions. Patrick Starr fighting with Mohammed Bintag. And Valentin Russo as well. Going to be fighting with Ben Langford for first place. And is rain going to be coming faster than we think? No, not yet. But who knows? Who knows? Things can definitely change. Elias is not in first. The others must be hacking. You know what? Yes, they are. I'll go on. I'll go out and say that Elias is not hacking, the rest are, and they will be disqualified. Just don't worry about it. Elias is too good for overtakes, so he waits for crashes and then strikes. That's a good idea, very good idea. Who's in the pits? Well, that was Luke Mason who was in the pits. And he's in the pits for a very long time, so I think he actually teleported there, so unlucky stuff for him. Mohammed Bintag still holding the likes of Patrick Slowick behind him. We can just cut to the race between Ethan Reed and Butahan Emir Sarak for 16th place, or for 5th place in the AM driver. In the AM split. Jesus, in the AM driver? I just saw Emperor Pegasus put down pro driver, and I read 2nd place. Did he crash? Well, that's what I was trying to find out, but could not really see if he crashed. Could not see any evidence of that. Might look at it after the race, and is that somebody leaving? Because everybody just got promoted one single place. Oh no, that's Pascal Jordan coming into the pits, also teleporting. No, I don't know what happened. Somebody left. I gotta go now. Training class is starting. Great race and awesome commentary as always. Thank you so much. I hope to see you in the next race. Well, at least see you in the box. Hope Peter and Taha finish top 10. Well, so far it looks like they will. And I hope they finish top 10 too. I hope you enjoyed watching the race. And we'll continue watching. There's actually Camille Taha now going to be going down the inside of Ganahari Hutama for 9th place. Very well done by him. And Valentin Rusu. Oh, look at this. Battle for P1. Not the people that I predicted were going to have a battle for P1, but Abe Santum is definitely going to be happy to see these two fight in front of him, as they're going to be losing a lot of time doing so. Mohamed Irfan coming to the back of Rogerio Santos for P11, and Ethan Reed still closing the gap to Amir Sarak, but these two, well, they'll be absolutely inseparable. As is the rain coming closer? Yes, it is. It's in 10 minutes, and the race 20 minutes long, so that means we might get 10 minutes of full race in the rain. Oh, this is getting much, much better as the race goes on. Valentin Rusu. 3/10 the gap between him and Ben Langford. Ben Langford, though, he will have a bit of an advantage, as he's going to be able to see where Valentin Rusu is going to be striking before he does so, as he's driving in the third view camera. Rain indeed will mix it up. I think all of the boat drivers, that is Aston Martin, BMW and Bentley and Lexus, but I don't think anybody's driving the Lexus here, will definitely be moving up a lot of positions, whereas the people that are driving the likes of Ferrari or Audi and some Porsches will not be too happy to see rain on the radar, as Valentin Rusu still keeping a very close gap between him and Ben Langford as they're coming across their first blue flagger. And Brandon Draws, welcome to the stream as well. Valentin Rusu getting held up by the back marker, it looks like. Well, not really getting held up, just not overtaking him yet. And now he lets him through, and he can continue his fight for P1 as he's trying to go down the inside where a gap was definitely not available. We can go on to his onboard. See when the rain starts to drop. See, the gap is definitely very close between these two. You've got a 2-hour race today. Where is that? On what track? Hopefully it's on Barcelona too, because that'll be very nice. As these two continue their fight and rain, well, hopefully in 7 minutes, and it is predicted to be much heavier than it was before. Oh boy. This is turning into a very, very good race. Valentin Rusu trying to not crash the back of Brandon Draws, which Abe Santum would dearly, dearly love, as he's actually falling back a lot of time behind these two. He's already fallen back an extra 2 seconds since the last time I saw him. You're on Indianapolis on Togo Motorsport. Well, I can definitely vouch to say that Togo Motorsport are a great league, so I hope you have some fun. Yeah, indeed, this is amazing racing, and I can only hope that the racing continues to be this good in the rain. Hopefully nobody else retires from the race. Ganahari Hutama is getting very close to the back of Camille Taha, so is Marcin Domanski, but these two are still not getting separated. No force can separate these two. Mohamed Irfan overtaking Ganahari Hutama, and now he's behind Camille Taha. sounding good, yeah, the V8 turbocharged car roaring down the straights and roaring through these corners. Yeah, definitely time to get the Wellington boots on, and oh, Valentin Rusu making a bit of a mistake, compromising his challenge against Ben Langford. Ben Langford looking to win pretty comfortably, and Rain still in 10 minutes. This will definitely be, well, I'm going to stay in this camera just so that we can see the first drops of rain happen. And Camille Taha coming into the pits. Might this be the ultimate Ferrari strategy, coming onto the rain tyres? Will anyone take rain tyres for the last 10 minutes? Well, I think if you're somewhere down the back, then I think it might be a good idea. If you've got nothing to lose, or if you have a massive gap, like Miko Rakola right now, might take a bit of a gamble to wet tyres, but I don't think anybody who's within 5 seconds, or who's got a 5-second gap behind him, will take rain tyres. I think they were all trying to gamble on trying to stay out on dry tyres. No, unless they want to lose. No one, I mean, you're not wrong there. Benjamin Vidal still getting pretty close to the back of Alexandra Kurakid. Very close to the back of him, actually, for a second there. Now somebody's getting the blue flag. Valentin Russo still trying to keep up with Ben Langford, though these couple of laps that he's done the best, and still rain in 10 minutes, but it's lessening up. I'm not sure what to think of this. Will there be rain? Will there not be rain? Who knows? All I can say is that this race is so far, it's been great, as Mohammed Irfan now battling Mohammed Bintang. Mohammed versus Mohammed. Now a very easy overtake into the quick left, right. Mohammed Bintang not letting go. Look at that. Very good driving, even if they're in different splits. Still battling pretty well as what just happened to Mohammed Bintang. Not sure if that was ping or whatever, but not having the greatest of connections. Now we can have a look from the top-down camera as they go into the final chicane. Will Mohammed Irfan be striking here, or will he be waiting for turn 1? As both of them not having the greatest connections. Hopefully they will keep it very nice and tidy. And now Mohammed Irfan alongside Mohammed Bintang. Mohammed Bintang still having a very good straight line speed. Might be able to close down Mohammed Irfan's attack here into turn 1. Will he be doing the classic turn 1 overtake? And yes, he does. Up into 7th place, and now going to be hunting Peter Kremers for P6. Very well done to Mohammed Irfan for climbing all of these positions. And look at that, rain! Rain has officially started. And it's actually pouring down pretty hard straight away. It's like somebody's just dropped a bucket of water. Ethan Reed, is it Samil Dunn? Both having a great battle with Emir Sarak. And so is Benjamin Bidalf with Koira Kaidas. And look at that, John Gibson coming into the pits. And I think a couple of other people might be going into the pits as well. Where are the boots? Or we are bots? Or were the bots? I'm not sure what you're trying to say, but hopefully it's boots. Here we go, rain, yeah. Now we just wait. 11 minutes of rain. That's all that we're gonna get. There you go. The track is still greasy, so not yet fully rain. Still not wet, still not damp, but oh no, it is definitely affecting the likes of Ethan Reed, who's now blocking the middle of the track. And is now able to get back on the track. A very nice rejoin is actually, oof. He's having to let them go. Let me guess, they're all in the Ferraris. Not sure. Is Patrick Starr also coming into the pits, and any other top drivers coming into the pits? No, they're not, but Valentin Rusu is now catching onto the back of Ben Langford. Abe Santima falling a ton of time behind behind Miko, behind Valentin Rusu. God, I can't get these names. Alright, Patrick Starr, Issa Samuel Dunn, Marcin Domansky, Benjamin Bidoff, all coming into the pits for the final 10 minutes to put on their wet tires. And well, this will definitely be a big gamble for the drivers that are coming into the pits, but it is raining quite heavily, it looks like. Not too heavy, actually. From the driver's perspective, not too heavy, but a ton of people still coming into the pits, like Ben Langford. He's coming into the pits for a big gamble onto the wet tires. Will Abe Santima do the same? No, he doesn't. He's going to be staying out on the dry tires. It is starting to get very wet out there. There you go. It's still greasy, but more puddles forming on the track. Yeah, it is a weird strategy for sure, but look at that. Everybody's starting to mix around. Ben Langford still in the pits, still not stopping for tires. Mohammed Irfan just getting very close to the back of Peter Kramers. Oh no. Both cars that are not the greatest in the rain could be fighting each other. Rogerio Santos, Mohamed Bintag. It looks like Peter Kramers has actually come into the pits for wet tires. And this is definitely shaking up the order as the rain starts to pick up. And Mohamed Bintag and Rogerio Santos coming together, it looks like. Rogerio Santos and Mohamed Bintag, though, still able to carry on. Kunahari Hutama coming into the pits. Ben Langford comes out in 7th. But will he be able to gain that time back with his wet tires? Yeah, definitely mixing it up. This is the exact reason why we put such a high randomness level for this season. Irfan is indeed in 5th, still yet to pit, and we don't know if he's going to pit. But there's 8 minutes left, just about 4 more laps. I'm not sure Ben Langford is going to be able to utilize his strategy unless both Abe Santima and Valentin Rusu come into the pits, because I think Ben Langford over 14 seconds behind Mohammed Irfan and about 40 seconds behind Josh Buckwater. I think Ben Langford might have blown up under here. Indeed, it is getting very, very good. As Camille Taha now also overtaken a couple of people. I think he's come into the pits. Did he come into the pits? Did Camille Taha come into pits? Yes, he did. And he's up into 15th place now. But a lot of people that didn't go into the pits definitely benefiting from this. But it looks like Ben Langford, he's been able to eat away 5 seconds from Mohammed Irfan's advantage. I'm not sure what the better strategy is here. Mohammed Bintag comes into the pits. Josh Buckwater, white flags for him. He's going slowly into the first corner. Oh, it's like people are tiptoeing right now. It's not the best idea to be staying out on the dries. Barcelona is not my favorite, but good race. Yeah, well, definitely not my favorite. It's been the greatest race we've had so far. in this league. Genahari Hutama, he's already pitted, trying to overtake Camille Taha, who's also pitted for the wet, both driving in the wet. And now down the inside he tries to go, but no, there's just not enough space there. Langford. We only hope to see what he's able to do on these wet tyres. He's getting very close to the back of Mohammed Irfan, that's for sure. Nobody else is nobody else is getting faster. Nobody else is going slower, but Ben Langford definitely chipping away at the times. And Camille Taha and Genahari Hutama coming together, it looks like. Maybe a small little door-to-door racing there. Peter Kremer's yellow flag, but it looks like he's kept on going. Genahari Hutama still trying to battle Camille Taha and Alexandros. Oh no, not Alexandros. Somebody who's back marker. There's somebody who's a back marker over there. Ben Langford though, definitely benefiting from those wet tyres now, as he's only 4 seconds away from Mohammed Irfan with 5 minutes to go. It is fully wet, and it is only going to get wetter, so anyone could win right now. And yeah, it is definitely challenging to stay out on the dry tyres right now in the wet conditions. I don't know what's going to happen. Absolutely have no clue what's going to happen. Maybe Ben Langford will get the best ever comeback story right here and go from 6th over, I don't know, 40 seconds behind the leader to finish in this race in first. It is definitely going to be a very long 5 minutes for the people that are still on the dries. As look at that, Ben Langford. Absolutely, there's no challenge between him and Mohammed Irfan, able to take that position. And he might be going into 4th soon as well, as he's just getting very close to the back of Josh Buckwater. I tried during a Suzuka race. It is very hard. I've done slicks in the rain in real life, but it was not fun, but still won. As now Ben Langford has overtaken Josh Buckwater into 4th place. 4 minutes remaining. However much I want to be optimistic about him finishing this race in first, I'm just not sure it's going to happen. As Valentin Rusu also going very slow. And so is Rogerio Santos, yellow flags for him. Patrick Slowick just getting very close to the back of Peter Kremes. Has Peter Kremes pitted? Yes, he has. Peter Kremes has pitted indeed. Abe Santama going slow as well, as he's actually caught up in a very big battle here between the two back markers. Three minutes remaining. Ben Langford. He just took out 3 seconds from the back of Miko Rancola in just 30 seconds. Will Ben Langford be able to even get onto the podium? Who knows? But Abe Santama's not having the greatest of times on these dry tyres. But I do think it's been a good idea for these guys to stay out on the dries so far. Because I'm not sure if Ben Langford's going to be able to catch to the back of them. 30 seconds the gap. He's only going 6/10 quicker per lap. So even if he goes way quicker this lap as well, I'm not sure it's going to be enough. I drive the Porsche GT3 RS in real life. You will know when the rear ended comes out real quick. Wait, Andre Lloyd, have you not told me about this? You drive the Porsche GT3 in real life? Huh. It's beautiful. I hope it's the race spec though. Oh my god. We've got a real life racer here. Mohammed Irfan Getting very close to the back of Josh Buckwater. Both on the dry tyres, both in the Honda, and both trying to stay out of trouble as Ben Langford. He was able to do a 1:54.6. He was 8/10 quicker this lap. And you drive the Ferrari? What are you, in the GT3s? Are you in GT3 world? The GTB. Andre Lloyd, what team do you drive for? What is this? I never got told. Ganahadi Hutama. Overtaken Andrei Karitanov for a P11, which is P2 in the AMs. You think BS? Well, I don't know. Andre Lloyd is a pretty good source of information, so I don't think that's BS at all. You think it's raining? Oh. I'm not sure if it's raining, to be fair. There's Ben Langford. Well, a race that he definitely could have won. I'm not sure if he's going to be winning anymore, as Valentin Rusu is going to come across the line to take his first win in the Vgtr Season 7, and Abe Santama taking second place. Very uncharacteristic of him, and Mikko Rakola going to be taking P3 as well. As look at that, there's a little battle towards the finish line between Benjamin Koo and Mohammed Bintag, but Benjamin Koo just in front of that. And Ben Langford, a race which he definitely could have won, and a race which he thought he was going to win by a large mile. Coming across the line to not even be on the podium. 4th place for the Wild Things Racing driver. Definitely going to be some thought into the strategy. Definitely going to be some back to the whiteboard for him and his team. Because that definitely could have been a solid race win, but just not enough. Rogerio Santos is going to come across the line for first place in the AM split. He was able to keep it on the same lap as the leader. And he's going to come across the line to finish first in his first race for the AMs, ahead of Ganahadi Hutama, who's finished in second, and Andrei Karatunov, who finished in third. Wow, that was definitely a very, very beautiful race finish. Some people not able to capitalize on the race rain at the end. Camille Taha being one of them, not able to gain back the positions. Ben Langford, another person who's not able to capitalize on switching to wets, but nevertheless Valentin Rusu, Abe Santama and Mikko Rakola able to finish in the top 3 and not crash out. So well done to our podium finishers this race. Last lap on slicks. Wow. Patrick Slowick finishing in the top 10 on slicks. Wow, well done. Well, I hope you've had a great time watching this race, as we could just have a look at Abe Santama doing his donuts. And I hope you come back to watch next week's race at, as I'd like to think, Brands Hatch. I'm not sure myself. This is very embarrassing. It is at Zolder, one of the most liked track by the league. It is going to be a 60-minute race at Zolder, and also next week the 4-hour off Silverstone on the 5th of February. But I hope you had a great time listening to me ramble on, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And it is